Hi, my name is Jordan Beadle, and we're the Feather team. We're working on a property management application. Our team members are Carla, Chan, Jordan, Richard, Anna, and Natalie. Our sponsor was Michael Reeves, and our instructor was Dr. Zhao. For our project, we are developing a mobile and web application to support property inspections. Property inspections are required for rental properties and units of that sort, and they happen every year or between tenants and are usually conducted on paper forms. Our application seeks to eliminate the paper and pen portion of this process and make it all electronic so that it is a more reliable service. The web application will give clients the opportunity to view the inspections that they've already made and see the photos that they've submitted for their forms online, and they'll also be able to register their accounts there and edit and view their general account information. The mobile application will be where the clients can make their actual property inspections, submit their forms electronically, take pictures for their inspections. The mobile application will cost a certain amount of money, and the access will be controlled by checking the device ID.
Okay, my name is Natalie, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about the requirements for the project. So our project has already been developed for several semesters, so we're only in the final phase right now, and our mission is to fix all the bugs that are happening in the app so that it can be released to the public. We worked on 3 different applications. One of them was the web app, the other one was the Android app, and finally the iOS. In order to develop the app, we used the Agile methodology, so we used Scrum. And a part of our mission was also to create code that was maintainable and understandable so that whoever comes next can easily understand and know what's going on.
Hi, this is Anna Coker, and this is the list of requirements for the project. So the first one is create an account. Administrators, employees, and individuals create user accounts to interact with the system and save their information to a profile. The second one is complete a property survey. Through voice recognition tools, text, and photos, users can complete property surveys on the iOS and Android applications, which the system will store in a database for later retrieval. The third is download property survey. System will generate PDF versions of the completed property surveys for users to download through the web application. The next one is add a property. After the employee or individual has finished filling out the property information and clicked save, save the property information in the database and display the property to the property list on the device. Mark property as inactive and be able to delete them. After the employee or individual has marked an active property as inactive, the inactive property will be deleted from the active property list and displayed in the inactive property list. And after the employee or individual deletes the inactive property, the property information will be deleted from the database permanently. The next one is update account information. After the employee or individual updates their information and saves it, the information will be updated in the database. The last one is contact vendors. After the employee or individual contacts a vendor, which can be several at the same time, an email will be sent to the vendors to ask for prices. This is an example of the user story and use case diagram for the create an account requirement.
Hi, my name is Richard, and this is our timeline. Each objective was completed in a timely manner, and we've managed to follow through with this timeline pretty efficiently without any difficulties.
Hi, my name is Carla Paraiso, and I'm going to talk about the tools and technology used. As mentioned before, there were 3 areas worked on: web, Android, and iOS. Our team did not have a lot of previous experience on these tools, so time was spent learning new skills for each area. Finally, GitLabs was used to control the versions of our deliverables.
Hi, this is Richard again. So our team was split into 3 subgroups. Natalie and Anna worked on the iOS portion of the application, working on the functionalities such as photos and the PHP database. Richard and Carla worked on the Android portion of the Feather app, implementing picture application and the storage of the images taken by the capture. For the web application, Chan and Jordan focused on fixing bugs found on the web page, such as fun functionalities.
So this is a demo of the website for our application. This is just the front page here. It has an option to sign up. It also has an option to watch a video to learn more about the application. Most of this was already completed when we began working on the project, as this has been in development for quite some time. If you go to the My Account page, you have the ability to see your personal information, your account information. You can add a profile picture, change your password, view your registered devices. If you click on these tabs up here at the top, you can view the units that you have. So these are your properties that you have inspections for. Currently, I have no inspections or properties on my account, but this is where you would view those here. You could view by the property, by the lease expiration, and see the survey reports, and also just unit information. This other tab here shows you vendor information. Clients will have the ability to send vendors information about repairs and things like that that they need to have done on their units once they have completed their property inspections. These other tabs up here just show us information to contact Feather, also a FAQ for information about the app and the properties, and a pricing tab to show pricing for the system itself. What we did on the website this semester was mostly bug fixes. There was some problem with some buttons not doing what they're supposed to, things like that, and we've been working on fixing those, and pretty much everything we've worked on has been resolved so far.
Okay, and now we're going to show some demo of the iOS portion of our project, which just showcases a bit of what we've worked on so far.
Hi, this is Anna Coker, and I'm going to do a demo of what I implemented for the iOS application. So right now we are on the master bedroom survey, and let's say that the ceiling fans need to be repaired. So we're going to go to edit because we're going to want to add some images to show that they're broken, and that's why they need to be repaired. So we're going to add images from our camera roll and camera. So let's say we add 2 images from our gallery. So this next part is what was implemented for the application. So we can see that we're not connected to Wi-Fi. We are using 3G. So when we click on save, the application checks if the device is connected to Wi-Fi. If it is, it's going to save the images to the database. And if it's not, it's going to give this message to the user asking if it can create a new photo album to save the images. So the user can click on create or check for album and then click on save to save the images to that album. So when they go to their albums, they can see the new album was created and both of the images are inside the album that was created. So then we go back to the application. We can just close out of there. And let's say now the device is connected to Wi-Fi and the user goes back to the same category. So now the application is going to check if there's Wi-Fi, and if there is, it's going to look to see if an album exists for this category. And if it does, it's going to save the images to the database and delete the album. So right now it's asking us to delete the album. We click on delete. We can go back and see that the album has been deleted. So that means the images have been saved to the database. So when the user goes back to that category, they can see the images are there, which means they have been successfully saved to the database. So this way the user will not lose any of the images that they took for any category if there's no Wi-Fi on the device. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Chan, and I'll talk about the lessons learned. So a big part of working on this project was learning how to use Git, so pulling and pushing from the repository to get different versions of the project, and committing to the branch to implement the changes that we made to the code. Another thing that we learned was learning the importance of writing maintainable and documented code so that the next group can understand older code, or the transition of knowledge could be easier. We also learned how to create HTTP requests and how to use PHP to create SQL queries and execute them. We learned how to parse information from the SQL database in the form of JSON objects, and we also learned how to develop code using the Scrum methodology. So in all, phase one of the project was completed pretty well for the different applications for iOS, Android, and the web app. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to work on this project.